Darlings, hello, and welcome to my pajama party with A.N.D. And I'm Anna Nikita, and this is Daisy. Evening beauty routine for women of glorious age. That would be somebody my age or somebody who's in their 30s and older. But evening routine is essential for men, women, and especially children with their brains still developing. So let's talk about those little rituals and things we can do to ensure that we wake up the next morning looking beautiful, glorious, energized, and conquer the world. Why not, right? So most importantly, and I am going to share with you all my little beauty rituals, my little dirty secrets and bells and whistles. But first, let me remind you about our worst enemies for our beauty, which you probably already know. It's excessive sun and sleep deprivation, smoking, and too much alcohol. Those things will really dull your skin and make you look tired and look older. And those are really bad for everybody. And your sleep is like your best dermatologist, like your best doctor, like your little facelift. How many times you would wake up in the morning on the weekend, look at yourself and say, wow, I look great. So we should aim for that every day of the week. We should aim for that glow in the morning where we have this long uninterrupted sleep. Unless, of course, it's interrupted by sex, which is good for your glow and very good for your psyche. So good quality and quantity sleep. Have your last meal between 6 and 7, and then have a long break so you have time to digest your food. I usually have a nightcap with my husband, but the rule is no talking about politics and no talking about business, because you have to prepare yourself for pleasant dreams, nothing that will worry you. Turn off your electronics about an hour before you go to bed. 10 o'clock, bedtime. 11 o'clock, lights out, and that will ensure that you have time to prepare your body and your mind for a good restful night. And especially it's important that your kids turn their devices off, because it's not gonna bother their quality sleep and their brain development and their body growing. So electronics should be turned off an hour, maybe a couple of hours before bedtime. So now let's talk about beauty routine that women of glorious age should use, and those are recommended to me by my very best friend Attribution. And torture device number 1 is this wand. It's a laser wand called Tria. I've been using it for almost a year and I see good improvements. You can only use it if you don't have skin condition such as pregnancy mask or discoloration. So double check with your dermatologist if this laser wand is good for you. I have a skin condition which is pregnancy mask, and I use it on my neck. So it doesn't mean that you cannot use it at all. You can use it on your neck, and it has 3 settings, and I recommend starting with first in the beginning, because third is pretty painful and it can get discouraging if you start with a strong setting. So don't go too enthusiastic into this, because it takes a little getting used to. I like using it when I'm watching something funny with my daughter about an hour and a half before we go to sleep. It's good bonding time and it passes by quickly. It has setting where it beeps and stops by itself. So third setting, and you just go like this. What it does, it's preparing your skin for product to sink in. It makes it hot and almost like loose. So when you're putting your creams, after this, make sure you put a good rejuvenation or moisturizing cream, because it will go right in. It's really, really good product. Torture device number 2 is this needle roller. And I bought this one in TJ Maxx for $12.99. There's no reason to spend a lot of money. They go up to $200. The one I bought, I use on the middle setting. The small one is too small and the big one is too painful. So I use this one, and you roll it around your face, and it prickles a little bit, but then your face again becomes red, and you can use your moisturizer and rejuvenation cream and serums. Everything just goes right in, and you will see, I promise you, you will see great improvements the next morning. It is wonderful, and my dermatologist says that I can use it 3-4 times a week. There's no limit. Just make sure that you use rubbing alcohol before each time before you use it. And then I also got this from my aunt who went to China. This is jade roller. I am not sure that jade has any specific medicinal qualities per se, but it feels really good, especially after you use those torture devices number 1 and number 2. If you keep this in the freezer or refrigerator and then roll it, it feels really, really nice. Even now that it was not in the refrigerator, it feels really nice, because jade is a natural stone, so it keeps cool. It's not plasticky. So it's a little vanity item, I think, but I think it's really, really nice to have. And it's very popular right now too. Another product I cannot live without, and they come from different companies, those are the chest pads. If you are a woman of glorious age and you sleep on your side, you have to have those. Your chest will look so much better. And this particular one is too small. It's a silicone one. And I like the product that is called Apricot. They have 2 sizes of those pads. There's one that is bigger one, and there's smaller one that has product in it. I've tried both, and I have to say that I am still leaning to classic, the one that is bigger and doesn't have a product, because the one that has a product doesn't cover much real estate, if you will, but you can always add good cream later on. So I have to say, I would rather aim for bigger coverage with those pads, but try it. I just ordered another product on Amazon that comes with the next trip. Those areas will really define your age. You can use a lot of products on your face, you can use lovely cosmetics, but your neck and your chest will always tell your age. So make sure you take good care of those precious areas. Well, I was gonna say that I am not sponsored by any of these companies, so those are truly the products that I love and I recommend. And I would like to hear from you if there are any products that simplify your life, any products, any companies that make your life better. Today I have 2 contributions. 2 people shared with us what product or service made their life easy. One of them is called the Happiest Baby, and it's a bassinet that syncs in with your iPad, and if your baby is fussing at night or turning around, it starts gently rocking. A friend who shared with me is a very important artist and a businesswoman, so her life gets really hectic, and with this bassinet she has a little bit more time to sleep, which is fantastic. And I wish I had one of those products when I had babies, because like I said, sleep deprivation shows on your face the next morning. Another product, rather app, that was shared with me is the water app. And I know there are more than one, but I think having an app that reminds you to hydrate is very, very great idea, because sometimes we're running through the day and we're not drinking enough water. And as you know, a lot of water during the day provides that beautiful glow. I wish you all the best, and I can't wait to see you here again with Daisy. Kissy kissy bye!